What's up, Big Bear Nation? Welcome back to the homestead. So here on our homestead, we raise all kinds of birds. We have all different types of chickens. We have quail. We have ducks. We even have geese and guineas. So there's no telling what kind of eggs we'll find once spring starts, right? It gets nice and warm, the days get longer, and all of a sudden, every day is an Easter egg hunt. Yeah? Okay, we'll leave you alone. What is that? Well, today I want to show you a new kind of egg we have here on our homestead. And it doesn't really come from a bird. These are our famous dragon eggs. Now, granted, dragons don't exist anymore. I kind of wish they did. Some of our chickens look like velociraptors sometimes. So this recipe was actually inspired by a restaurant that we used to frequent quite often. And one day they did something that we decided we didn't want to patronize them anymore. So we decided we would take all those recipes that we loved and to make them here on the homestead. One of the very first ones was an appetizer that we absolutely loved. And of course we were intrigued when we saw on the menu described as dragon eggs. So we ate them, we loved them, and we brought that recipe home, and over the last probably 2 years, we've perfected that to what we feel is worthy of calling a dragon egg. So let's make dragon eggs. Okay, so dragon eggs really are fried pimento cheese ball. So the very first thing that you need to do is make your pimento cheese. Now for us, we live really close to the Masters. As a matter of fact, we used to live in Augusta. So pimento cheese has become a very touchy subject. You have to make it just right. So we have found that if you add not just cheddar, but another cheese, which our favorite is Colby Jack, and then add all your ingredients, you'll get a really distinctive tasting pimento cheese spread. So in order to make the pimento cheese spread, you're going to need a cup of shredded Colby Jack cheese. You'll need 2 bricks of cream cheese. Make sure that it's softened. It'll make it easier to blend later. You're going to need about a cup to a cup and a half of mayonnaise. You'll need 1 16-ounce container of sour cream. You're also going to need a 4-ounce jar of pimentos. Now here's what makes it special and makes it our recipe. We added another 4 ounces of cowboy candy, which is basically candied jalapenos, and in our case, candied poblanos. So you mix that all together, add in 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, and work that all together so it's a nice consistency. Now you may find that you need to add a little bit of mayonnaise or maybe a little bit more cheese, but you're wanting this to be to a point where you can take them and form them into balls without them just falling apart. That's why there's so much cream cheese and regular shredded cheese in the recipe. Okay, so after you have all of your mixture combined, you're gonna need to set up your station to be able to prepare the dragon eggs before you fry them. So you're gonna need some eggs, obviously, that you whisk up, put off in a bowl. You'll need some flour, and you're gonna need panko breadcrumbs. Now that you have your station set up, Go ahead and grab about 1/4 cup to 1/3 cup mixture. I find it's really easy to just kind of scoop those in there. Carol just dives right in with her hands, but go ahead and measure that out. Pat it together almost like you would a hamburger before you flatten it down. Make it into a ball. Then you're going to dip the pimento cheese into flour first. Then you'll dip it into the egg. Then you'll dip it into the panko and make sure that you're covering the dragon egg completely. Then we're going to put these on a platter. We'll put them into the freezer. Let them sit for about an hour. You want them to be kind of hard so that when we drop them down into the grease, they don't just completely fall apart. So after about an hour, take them out, make sure they're kind of firm. And then we're gonna go ahead and get a pot of grease, whether you do lard or some kind of frying oil. We use lard most of the time. Adds a nice depth to the flavor. Go ahead and drop those in, and you'll see that they kind of fall to the bottom, and as they finish cooking, they'll float to the top. And you're looking for that nice brown, crunchy texture. Now, one thing that we have done and not done, when we originally ate these, they served them with like an orange marmalade or a raspberry jam. We prefer either raspberry jam, blackberry, blueberry, something like that that has a really sweet but deep flavor profile. It works really well with the cheese. All that's left now is to eat them. So we're gonna taste test one right now. What you got there? I'm scared. Oh, 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 oh. That's good. Whew, a little spicy. That cowboy candy will get you every time, won't it? Thank you for stopping by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless. Hey!
You're taking too long.
Have a nice day.